The green parrot screamed every time the toddler walked toward the kitchen corner. Everyone told her the bird was jealous. Miroslava Yankovich Hirsch was a dental hygienist with a precise eye for detail, and a 2-year-old named Tobias, who had recently discovered that running into the kitchen and pulling the lowest drawer open was the best part of his day. He did it 11 times a day. Their parrot was a 6-year-old green-cheeked conure named Ptolemy Jr. He had a vocabulary of 12 phrases and the personality of someone who had been told no his entire life and had decided to become an authority on the subject. On a Monday morning, Ptolemy Jr. screamed at Tobias. Not at Tobias, at the path Tobias was taking. Every time the toddler crossed the kitchen toward the low drawer in the southeast corner, the bird produced a sustained, specific alarm call he reserved for hawks and the vacuum cleaner. Miroslava told him to stop. He stopped for 40 seconds and then screamed again when Tobias took the path again. By Wednesday, her husband, Nicholas, had decided the bird was jealous of the new attention the toddler received and was acting out. This made clinical sense. Miroslava did not disagree. On Friday, Tobias reached the corner drawer. Ptolemy Jr. screamed at the volume she associated with genuine distress. Miroslava crossed the kitchen in 3 steps and picked Tobias up. She looked at the corner. She looked at the baseboard behind the drawer. She crouched. In the gap between the bottom of the drawer housing and the floor, in the dark where the baseboard met the vinyl, something moved. She did not scream. She set Tobias down outside the kitchen gate, closed it, and took a photo with her phone and texted it to her exterminator. The exterminator called back in 4 minutes. He said, "Arizona bark scorpion," and he said, "I am coming right now. If you stay for stories about what animals notice before we do, you're in the right place. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one." The exterminator's name was Desmond Fulgate. He found the scorpion in 12 minutes and 3 more in the wall cavity behind the drawer in 20. He treated the base of the exterior wall, sealed the gap, and stood at the kitchen counter with Miroslava afterward. Arizona bark scorpion is the most venomous in North America. In a child under 5, a sting carries significant risk of systemic reaction, seizures, respiratory distress. The size of your son's body relative to the venom load. He did not finish that sentence. Your bird has been keeping him off this path for a week. How long has he been screaming at that corner? Monday. You've had at least the primary one for a week, probably longer. They shelter in dark gaps at floor level. Your son reaches that level every time he approaches that drawer. Has your animal ever done something you couldn't explain until it was the only thing that made sense? Tell us in the comments. These stories deserve to be heard. Ptolemy Jr. did not scream at the kitchen corner again after that day. He resumed his normal vocal range, 12 phrases, the hawk alarm when a large bird passed the window, and the sustained complaints when his leafy greens were delayed. He had apparently decided the problem was resolved. Every guardian deserves to be recognized, even the ones nobody believed were doing anything but being jealous. If stories like this matter to you, subscribe so you never miss the next one. The low drawer in the kitchen corner was sealed. The gap behind the baseboard was filled. Tobias still runs to the kitchen 11 times a day, and Ptolemy Jr. does not scream at any of them. The hawk alarm still goes off when something large passes the window. Miroslava always looks now. Tomorrow, there's another one. About a basset hound who refused to let a father carry his daughter past a specific door for 4 days.